Why is college so expensive? Once upon a time, there was a girl named Jordan. Jordan had great ambitions and hopes for the future. She had a plan. But, most of all, she had a letter of acceptance from her top college. A college with a mere 6% acceptance rate. A college she'd been visiting since she was 15, in a city she'd been visiting since she was 3. A college with a $40,000 tuition. The end. As in, the end. No way was I going to be able to stomach $40,000 worth of debt a year. And it took me a long time to come to terms with that. In what universe does it make sense for someone to get into a great school and then not actually be able to go to that school because the tuition is astronomical? Oh, that's right. This universe. A universe called America. I mean, America has to be its own universe to be able to charge an arm and a leg for an education, right? Nonetheless, guys, I'm headed off to college in about a month. Not my top college, but to college. That means that this home, this setting that you've come to love since March 2010 is about to change. Just like I had to change college choices. Because the system wants nothing more. Please forgive me for not vlogging in 10,000 years and for not posting as often as I once did. I feel like every YouTuber goes through this busy phase a few times in their career, and I am no exception. There's also a certain lack of motivation that stems from me just being a lazy bag of bones and flesh. But I'm here, and I'm happy to be talking out of your screens once more. Before I start, let me give a quick rundown of what's been keeping me from posting. The end of senior year is a mess. That accounts for basically the months of March through May. But your girl graduated and stuff has been moving hella fast. In June, I went through a crazy bad time in my life because of stupid boy problems. That's why yo got cooties. But I was messed up, like really depressed in what's usually like my favorite month. But come June 11th, still in my little funk, some friends and I packed up and we went to Bonnaroo, which is one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in my life for multiple reasons. I recorded a little bit of stuff at Rue, which I might piece together and upload someday, but I probably won't because worthless and lazy. Then I also had rock camp last month, and my birthday in the same week, followed by a birthday party. The first of this month, July, I was in Knoxville at the University of Tennessee for orientation. Because, surprise, your girl is a Vol now. Came back about a week ago, and I was apparently missing some shots from my immunization record, so I got those a few days ago. It was my final visit to the pediatrician, and my first time not crying or sitting in my mother's lap, so that's a testimony within itself to my newfound maturity. And now I am here, talking to my lovely subscribers, and anyone else who happens to find this garbage on the internet. Congratulations. Now let's get this train on the tracks. I could have thought of a much more creative metaphor. I'm just drained, I'm sorry. So I'm 18 now, which means I'm legal, which means that a lot of the stuff I've been doing illegally before is legal now. Pretend that was just a joke. One of the many purposes of this vlog is to address the futility in defining what makes someone an actual adult. It's certainly not just the big 1-8. It's the whole shebang. The leaving the nest, the new responsibilities, and the new courage of which personally I have had in abundance. I have experienced some accelerated growth over the past year. Obviously not physically because I got mistaken for a 7th grader at the doctor's office, but that's irrelevant. What I mean is that this past year I basically made up for the previous 3 years of high school mischief that eluded my grasp, and I regret nothing. Usually the process of someone maturing is gradual and it occurs in intervals throughout adolescence, but honestly, I feel like I ended my junior year as a fetus and I've now actually caught up with the rest of my peers. I'm not going to go into detail simply because nothing good ever came out of revealing your personal biznaz on the internet, but I will say that some things about me, what I am willing to / able to do, and what I have done have drastically changed. but I definitely don't feel like an adult. I mean, I can call those toll-free numbers now, and I can go clubbing and date 30-year-old men, which is not part of the plan in case you were wondering. But I'm still not where I need to be maturity-wise to claim total independence. My parents are still my ride or dies. I still low-key eat Tyson chicken nuggets and drink apple juice for lunch. You can be immature and still do quote-unquote mature things. And despite common belief, mature things can also be stupid things or irresponsible things, also known as my life over the past 3 or 4 months. So I don't know what it is to be an adult. I'm supposedly stepping into adulthood very soon, but I still have a long way to go. You know, in theory, in some cultures, you send an adolescent out into the wilderness to survive for a certain amount of time, and if/when they come back, they're officially an adult. If that were true here, Bonnaroo could technically be considered my coming-of-age story, except I don't think those other cultures would take me seriously if they knew that instead of fighting off predators with a sharp stick, I'd been chilling at concerts with a water bottle and a battery-powered fan.